3 and log 7, we were able to figure out log 3 divided by 7, okay, by subtracting those two numbers. All right, I'm going to make a little arrow and show where did I get that from. I got that from right there. It's from right here, okay? They told me what those are. I didn't have to calculate them. They straight up told me what it was. Okay, questions? Now y'all with me on that one? That makes sense? All right, when you divide, you subtract the numbers. Okay, second one, number 2. Log base 2 of 21. Okay, now, they did not give me 21. They gave me 3 and 7. Okay, so I got to figure out how did they get 21 using 3 and 7? They multiplied. 3 times 7 is 21. Okay, so which property did they use then? Product. Product is multiplying. Okay, so this is the same thing as log base 2 of 3 times 7. I'm going to put a little dot there and make a little note. Product property. I'm going to note on every single one which property I use so I know why did I do that. Okay, and the product property tells me when I multiply, I do what with the two logs? Add them together, right? So it'll be log base 2 of 3 plus log base 2 of 7. Okay, we separate those out. We got to write log twice. And again, I know what this is now. It's 1.585. And I know what this is. 2.807. All right, so I can get, oops, squiggly equals. Always forget approximately 1.585 plus 2.807. All right, I know it looks about 3, but since we have 8.8 and 0.5 adds up to 1 as well, 4.392. We got that from adding these two together. You with me on that one? Okay, there's a couple on the practice where they're going to give you a number like this, like 21. Okay, they didn't tell us that. You got to figure out how did they get 21. Did they multiply? Product? Did they divide? Quotient? Or did they use a power with an exponent? Okay. Still with me? All right, okay. Number 3. Now what about log base 2 of 49? Okay, now one thing I want to say is they can use 3. They can use 7 to get 49. They could use both or only one of those. How do they get 49 using 3 and or 7? All right, 7 times 7, which would be 7 squared, right? Okay, so this is the same thing as log base 2 of 7 squared. Even though 2 is not one of the numbers they used, you can use any exponent you need. Okay, any exponent, even though it's not 3 or 7, any exponent you need. Okay, and we just saw at the top, that means that they're using power property. You could also use product by doing 7 times 7. But since we already did quotient and product, I want to do one of each. So we're going to use power. And what did we say happens to the exponent when you have power property? Okay, it goes to the front. Okay, it goes right out front. Okay, so that means is 2 times, I'm going to put it in parentheses to make it a little easier to see, 2 times log 2 of 7. Again, I just put it in parentheses so it's easier for me to evaluate it. Okay, so 2 times, well, we know what log 2 of 7 is. It's 2.807. So 2 times 2.807. Right, and we get what? 5.614. Thank you, Alvaro. Okay, 5.614. Now, like I just said, you could have done 7 times 7 and used the product property, in which case it would be 2.807 plus 2.807. Still would get the same answer, but I wanted to show in our notes one time using each property. Okay, so that's why I'm doing the power property. Right. Let's flip over to the last 5. Okay, these last 5 are going to have the same instructions as well. You don't have to flip if you don't want to, but I am. We're going to still use the same properties. Okay, and our instructions on number 4 through 8 are going to be expand the log expressions. Expand the log expressions. Do you know what expand means? Make it bigger, right? Take it out. Okay, condense is the opposite. That means make it smaller. Okay, expand means we're going to expand it out and write it outward. So it's going to start out small and we're going to write it out using the properties that we just talked about on the front page. Okay, first, number 4. Right, log base 6 of 9x. Okay, so again, when we're looking at these logs right now, when we're learning the properties, we can ignore this whole